Do you know what's the language that we speak in Mexico?
It's quite a hard one, but I
cannot remember the name.
couldn't say him here.
Dude, we're not that friendly.
No, I feel like people just don't want to talk to other people. Is New Mexico's in
I'm
thingy
pretty sure it's
USA?
in America.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it is in the USA. Yeah. What do British people think about Mexicans? I'm Mexican and I'm in a small town in West Midlands in the UK. This town has about 60,000 people and I've heard some very friendly people that the language that Mexicans speak in Mexico is Mexican. And that got my attention. Spoiler alert, we speak Spanish. So I want to find out what the British people think about Mexicans and how much they know about my culture. Are you ready? Let's go. I realize that this is not a very touristy place for people to visit. So not many Mexicans come here and probably not many people go to Mexico either. And I would like to know, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Mexico?
Okay, well, I do know they have lots of big families. I think everyone like lives together and they all help each other out. But I genuinely don't know that much. Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen much online about it. So
I think the only film that I can think of is Coco. Do you know that animated? Yeah.
It's good, and I actually quite like Mexico. I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to
Have you been?
No, I really want to go.
Can you mention a city or a place?
I have no idea
Yeah.
what cities.
No.
But I do like Mexican food.
Mexican food like tacos.
Yeah.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Mexico?
Tequila.
Tequila. Yeah.
Tequila.
Do you like tequila?
Not anymore. No.
Have you been in Mexico?
Playa del Carmen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went on holiday there and it was my 21st birthday. I went to Vegas before and too much tequila and no, I can't drink it now.
And then that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah,
That
yeah.
happens. Did you enjoy Playa del Carmen?
Yes, absolutely. It's a beautiful place and I want to go back. So
What about the weather?
weather was beautiful. We went in June and it's not meant to be too good, but no, loved it.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Mexico?
Probably food and bright colours.
Food and bright colors.
The iguanas.
Iguanas. Yeah, you are right. What's the first thing that comes to mind? Yeah.
Mexican chicken, everything nice. Mexican hot country,
Yeah, hot
Food, nice.
country.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Mexican chicken, food nice.
What language do they speak? Do you know?
Mexican, American, and Canadian, and English,
English, yeah, Spanish as well.
and German.
Or
I like
think-
Mexican drinks. Like the different ones they have.
I want a sombrero.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
I'd only go to Mexico just to buy a sombrero.
yeah. I've got another question. Final question.
Yeah.
Do you know what's the language that we speak in Mexico?
It's quite a hard one, but I
Cannot remember the
I
name.
couldn't say him here.
Same.
I wish I could remember.
Okay. Well, I will tell you. We speak Spanish.
I was thinking of that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye. 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 Okay, guys. This interview, these questions were really cool. It's not as easy to ask people. I don't know why, but younger people, it's easy. I found an Asian guy and it was very easy. Definitely something that I can see here is that they don't know what language we speak in Mexico, which is Spanish. What comes to mind when you think of Mexico?
just like holidays and stuff, like hot weather.
Hot weather. Yeah. Anything else? You?
Hot weather.
Huh?
Hot weather.
Hot weather.
Sunshine, friendly people, happiness. I'd love to go to visit there one day.
Okay.
And food.
Would you prefer hot or cold?
Hot all the time. So when it gets to like 20 degrees here, everyone's like, oh, it's too hot. No, I need it hotter. I'm still in a jumper and everything. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
No.
Last question, very fast. Do you know what's the language we speak in Mexico?
Spanish.
Yeah, thank you very much. Bye. What's the language you think we speak in Mexico?
I don't know. I'm not.
No?
No, I don't know.
You?
Like English or something.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, well, you do Spanish, don't you?
You do Spanish? What words you know?
Hola, me llamo TJ.
Woo! Did you speak any language?
No, not
really. We only do a bit of French. That's
We don't
it.
learn French.
We learn French, but we're not that smart.
Thank you very much. Bye. So far, I've been having very interesting and fun conversations, but this wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't learned English as my second language. For many people, learning a new language can feel challenging, or they think only a few people are born with that gift. But the truth is, you might just not have found the right tools to help you learn. Lingopie is a tool that has been helping me to learn Italian this time. As a teacher, I always encourage my students to find ways to immerse themselves in the language. And it's also a tool that I like to recommend to my students. I love it because it offers a huge catalog of series, documentaries, YouTube videos, and short stories in more than 13 languages. I pick a video, and when I want to learn a word, I just click on it to see its meaning. And it's added to a list so I can review it later. I can also slow down the video, and if I want to understand a grammar point, I can use the built-in AI to help. Another tool that I really like is the Say It tool. You can click on a word or phrase and listen to its pronunciation, and then you can record yourself speaking aloud.
All'interno dello schiacciapatate.
All'interno dello schiacciapatate. Yay! It's a great way to train your ear and sound more natural when you speak. You can even watch the same video again, but only with subtitles in the target language. I've been using it for my Italian, and I was very excited, and I felt like I accomplished something when I was able to call a taxi completely in Italian.
Avrei bisogno di un taxi.
Siamo in ritardo.
Quando arrivo là vi chiamo per telefono.
If you also want to try Lingopie, I will leave the link in the description. Sombreros, hot weather, of course. And I even found a person who didn't want to be recorded, and he said Cancún.
Sunshine, happy people, Acapulco, cliff divers and sunshine.
Before I went out to visit you and David, I was very nervous because I imagined it to be very desert-like, and it just blew my mind. It was totally different. It was, if I'm honest, it was much more civilised and sort of the technology. I always remember David saying to me, "Oh, do you want to charge your phone in, Mum, on the bus?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" Sort of the thought of being able to charge my phone on the bus sort of blew my mind.
It's getting cold, and people have started to feel it because there's not many people outside now. So I think I'm going to a pub, a traditional pub, and see if I can interview more people there. I think this is going to be fun. Let's go. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of Mexico? Or what do you know about Mexico?
Well, it's a place of many pyramids. Many pyramids.
Yeah.
The people are fantastically friendly. Yeah, a beautiful, beautiful country. Many different ecosystems. Wonderful from north to south.
Have you been in Mexico?
Yeah, I've spent a bit of time in the centre of Mexico.
What did you learn about your visit there?
I learned a bit about the history of Mexico.
What do you know
from
about
the Spanish, kicking out the Spanish, which we all like, to Mexican freedom.
Any impressions on the food? Any ideas of the food?
I don't even think I've ever had. I don't think I've
Mexican
had any
food?
No.
Well, I can tell you it's spicy, similar to
Yeah.
Indian food. About weather, for example.
I feel like it's
quite
going to be
warm, isn't
sunny.
it?
Yeah.
Quite
Yeah.
warm all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of
like
the time.
here, like today is very sunny now.
Yeah.
Is this common here?
No, it's
No,
normally
it's
raining.
usually raining.
Yeah, it's normally
Dry
quite
or-
cold.
Probably the food, honestly.
Honestly, same. I would
The
agree.
food is good as hell.
Very flavorful, very like strong spices.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I quite like tacos and like that type of food.
Honestly, I don't know much about Mexican food. I think of Mexicans as like more cultured Spanish people, which I
Yeah.
think is not true at all.
No,
That's probably
they,
not,
they
not
just
right.
speak Spanish.
Yeah, but I find them more interesting though.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather go to Mexico than Spain, I think.
That's valid. Spain is a bit dead.
Can you mention a name of a city in Mexico? Do you know a name of a city?
New Isn't New Mexico's in
I'm
thingy
pretty sure it's
USA?
in America.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it is in the USA. Yeah.
Heat. Yeah, very hot. Swimming with dolphins, exploring the iguanas, and just a lovely relaxing time when I last visited Mexico.
I can see you know a lot about Mexico because let me tell you that I've been asking on the streets here and they say we speak Mexican.
Mexican Spanish is very different to standard Spanish. There's a lot of colloquialisms that are completely different. A lot of words that are different. My mamas, my manches.
No manches. He knows. This guy knows. Yeah. What about people? What do you imagine people are in Mexico?
Actually, obviously, like brown people, like darker skinned. They're quite good looking. Give them that.
Yeah.
I feel like Mexican people that I have seen, they're all like quite good looking.
Well, Mexican women are all very attractive looking.
I fully agree.
Did you hear, guys? Very good looking people in Mexico.
Day of the Dead and like all of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Have you watched the movie Coco?
Yes.
Probably lots of fancy hats.
Fancy hats? And
Fancy clothes.
fancy clothes, okay.
Very, 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 very hot.
This was a very interesting experiment. Hearing from people what comes to mind when they think of Mexico gave me an idea of their impressions. As I mentioned earlier in this video, I'm not in a touristy place, so I believe it's normal for people that they just don't think of Mexico as a touristy destination, considering that they can easily go to Spain or other countries here in Europe. I want to ask you, what comes to mind when you think of Mexico? Let me know everything in the comments, how you think people are, the food, have you been in Mexico? That would be very interesting to hear. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment and tell me why you liked it. I'm Karen, I'm Mexican, and see you in the next video. Adios! I've been trying to ask people this question, interviewing people about this, and I find it very difficult to ask people or people to be interviewed. With you, I didn't feel that. You are I feel that you're bubbly. Bubbly is a word?
Yeah. I would say so. It's quite hard to find people around here.
Yeah, I feel like
who want to
people
be
just-
interviewed. We're not that friendly.
No, I feel like people just don't want to talk to other people. Like they just mind their
that's
business.
weird. Yeah, I understand. Thank you very much. Thank you.
No manches.
No manches is one, and no mames way.
No mames.
No mames.
No
way.
manches.
No manches way. Yeah. Can you show me a slang of this area, of the Black Country area?
Black country. How been ya?
How binja? How?
Means how am yo.
What does that mean?
Means how are ya.
And what does that mean?
It means how are you. Are you okay?
Okay, so Havinja? Havinja?
How been ya means the same thing.
Havinja.
It's two different ways of saying the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
Okay.